Cimoooooooo!
Welcome to Tech Tuesday, a weekly series where we discuss some awesome tech cards as well as help make you a better player. This week's card is Majesty's Fiend, an incredibly powerful monster that's going to help put you on the throne of victory. Now, Majesty's Fiend is a light Fiend level 6 monster with 2400 attack and 1000 defense. And its effect is fairly straightforward. It can't be special summoned, and monster effects cannot be activated. Now, why is this card a good tech card? Well, if you look at Majesty's Fiend in the context of the meta, it basically shits on 90% of the meta right now. So that's pretty good. Now let's start with Nekroz. Now, if you can drop a Majesty's Fiend against Nekroz, they're pretty limited in what they can do. I mean, they can't use Brio to search for monsters, they can't use Klaus to search for spells, they can't use Valk to stop your attacks, and they can't use Manju or Senju to be able to go ahead and search for more cards. So that puts you in a really good spot, and if they don't have the correct hand, basically to ritual summon a monster that has over 2400, they're going to be just sitting there for a couple turns, not being able to do anything. And now that the clowns are being splashed into a variety of different decks like Nekroz, you can use Majesty's Fiend to stop cards like Trick Clown and Damage Juggler to prevent the opponent from just going off into massive rank 4 plays. Now moving into Shaddolls, again, if you can drop Majesty's Fiend on Shaddolls, there's not a lot they can do. I mean, Mathematician's useless, any Shaddoll monster sent to the graveyard does nothing, and I mean, look at it this way. The easiest play would be to just fuse for a construct to run it over, right? Well, look at it this way. If they send that, the Shaddoll monster that they send is not going to get its effect. The construct that's going to be summoned won't get its effect, because Majesty's Fiend is going to negate that as well. And if you have a way to destroy the construct and keep your Majesty's Fiend alive, that construct's not going to add back the fusion spell because that will be negated as well. So the amount of resources that the Shaddoll player has to use just to clear one Majesty's Fiend is just tremendous, and it gives you all the control. And against Burning Abyss, oh boy, Majesty's Fiend is brutal. Because Burning Abyss players can't even special summon their Burning Abyss monsters while Majesty's Fiend's on the field, since the effect to special summon is an activated effect. So that really limits the capacity of what the deck can do. So if you have something like Majesty's Fiend backed by like Royal Decree to shut down their traps, I mean, you basically win. Even against the Satellarknights, Majesty's Fiend just completely shuts the deck down. I mean, they're not going to be able to use Altair to special summon monsters from the grave for easy rank 4 plays, and they're not going to be able to use Deneb to just keep recurring Satellarknights from the deck. So being able to shut down the deck in that capacity is a really, really strong asset. You can also look at Kozmo. I mean, if they somehow find a way to deal damage with a Farm Girl, Majesty's Fiend's going to negate that. And also, Good Witch can't activate to flip the Majesty's Fiend face down because that's also an activated effect. And if that weren't enough, the ships, when they get destroyed, won't activate their effects either to keep recurring more monsters from the deck because those are also activated effects. So Majesty's Fiend is just an all-around powerhouse of a card. And if that weren't enough, Majesty's Fiend even stops hand traps from triggering, because Majesty's Fiend doesn't care where the effect activates, it's going to negate it. Meaning, no Effect Veiler, no Maxi, no Honest, no Jurigato, nothing. And what's cool about Majesty's Fiend as well is that it doesn't stop continuous effects from working. So for example, say you already have a Majesty's Fiend out on the field, and you normal summon a Denko Sekka and you don't have any back row, Denko Sekka is still going to be in effect because it's a continuous effect. It doesn't activate. Meaning that no effects can be activated, and all the set spell and trap cards on the field are going to be completely dead. So that's something to also bear in mind. Continuous effects still work with Majesty's Fiend. Now the one downside about this card that might turn some people away is the fact that Majesty's Fiend does require one tribute. But if you think about it, that's not actually too hard to accomplish. I mean, look at Burning Abyss. Burning Abyss can just special summon one Burning Abyss monster and then you tribute it for Majesty's Fiend. Or Shaddoll. Shadolls can even send like a Falco or something with Foolish Burial and then special summon it back out and tribute for Majesty's Fiend. And even Nekroz. Nekroz can just Kaleidoscope into a Unicorn, get their search off the Herald, and then tribute the Unicorn for a Majesty's Fiend. And at the cost of potentially locking your opponent down completely, I think that's really worth it. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about Majesty's Fiend. I mean, the cool thing about Majesty's Fiend as well is that it's going to be reprinted in the Megatins here in a couple weeks. So this card's going to be really accessible to a lot of different players now, and I think that's going to be really awesome. It's a card that just completely shuts down the meta, and it's an all-around just incredible card. Thank you all so much for watching the video. We'll see you next week.
Cimoooooooo!